You know, I've never been a liar, never been a lame. Most importantly, I've never been a loser. And I'm a real empathetic person. And every morning I wake up, I try to put myself in the shoes of others just to see how I think people might feel so I can relate. And this morning, I just want to send out my deepest condolences to everyone who rooted for a team this year that didn't win the NBA Finals. But that's gotta hurt. And I couldn't fathom waking up this morning and having to come to terms with knowing I rooted for a team that didn't win the NBA Finals. Because yuck. It has got to be a sad day for you, but today, man, what a day it is. How many years have we waited? And shout out to my brother, whom I was on FaceTime with. And he's a Nuggets fan, so he's another loser like a lot of y'all. And I watched him. I watched his feelings go from elated for me to hating on me really fast. Record-breaking speed. It went from congratulations, my brother, you deserve this, to damn, relax, it's only one chip. And I just want to say on behalf of all New Yorkers and all New York Knicks fans, this ain't Chips Ahoy, bitch. We don't need 1,000 chips for it to be delicious. Welcome to In the Moment.
I'm in the moment. Stay in the moment. Yeah, hey, look, check. I'm in the moment. They try to hold me down, I just re-up and then I just reload it. Yeah, hey, look, stay in the moment.
I thought you were going to go a bit vulgar there.
What? Why would you
when
think
you
that?
said on behalf of everyone from New York, what would they normally say?
Oh, S&D? I would, but my grandmother listens.
Hey, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma. Welcome to In the Moment. If you are a new listener, my name is Mo Mitch. I have a co-host, Nate. She is riding with me, also known as Mother Nature.
Hello, hello.
And the producer is in the building.
Hey.
Now, if you haven't noticed, I have a different energy today.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you, Nate. I appreciate that. And please, producer, don't let me stay on the Knicks for 30 minutes before we get the podcast started. There's a lot I want to get to, but it might happen. It's very possible. I'm going to try to be brief, but I have to touch on it. This is important.
Go for it.
I'm just trying to explain how it feels, genuinely, to grow up in a family full of Knicks fans, to have a father and uncles who have lived their entire lives rooting for the Knicks and never seeing them get past the hump. And the one thing that I think is relatable to anyone, if you need a reason to relate to Knicks fans, because I'm sure we give you a lot not to, is life. We all struggle with that feeling of when is it all going to go wrong? It always happens, right? If it happens to you enough, you get in the back of your mind, you wait for the other shoe to drop. And I feel like that's what all New Yorkers have done for over 50 years in wanting to see this team win, whether for themselves, for their family, for their city, for whatever reason. There was a Charles Smith layup. There was a Patrick Ewing missed jump shot. Whatever it was, there was always something about to happen to ruin the moment. And this time it didn't happen.
Nice.
And you watched every step of it, right, to the point where it just started aligning. You don't like to see people get hurt, but when it happened to be Jason Tatum and Damian Lillard, I wasn't like mad about it, you know what I mean? And you kind of looking like, okay, hold on. So now we get to the Western Conference Finals, and no one thought the Knicks could get past the Western Conference Finals, but everybody counted the Knicks out every game, every playoff series, every time you spoke to a Knicks fan. That's all I heard from y'all. Oh, don't get your hopes up. What up? Oh, the Knicks gonna do it again. No, they're not. Right? So when you thought it was gonna happen, they balled. They were down 27, historic comeback. Michael Jordan had the flu game. The Knicks now have the Wu game.
Oh,
Wu-Tang Clan was rapping while the Knicks was down 80.
really?
Method Man voice just don't hit the same when the Knicks down 80 and he telling me cash rules everything around me. But something happened. Something happened in that locker room after Wu got off the court. And it was the most historic comeback ever. And I knew the series was over then. But I didn't want to get ahead of myself because I'm letting Jalen Brunson lead. That's the other thing about the Spurs. I came in humble, but I don't like the Spurs. They were very pompous, we still the best team. Every guy, you still the best team, you keep losing. Like at what point, you know what I mean? And I felt like the Knicks had a respect for the Spurs. And the Spurs didn't have that respect. They were playing dirty, but they got outclassed, they got outcoached. They tried to turn the Knicks against. They tried to make the Knicks play outside of their game, and the Knicks stayed solid. And I think that is that's another testament to life. They stayed solid. They didn't get caught up in none of that they was trying to do. They stayed true to who they were and what got them there, and they won because they stayed together. And I love that for the Knicks, and I love that for New York. And from now on, I think it should be San Antonio, New York, Texas.
What?
All right.
Nah, the Knicks was like 80% of the crowd there.
Oh, well, no, because I think that they couldn't go to the game, right?
Well, whatever reason, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I just know when it's more Knicks fans in your arena and we beat you in your arena and that lady's jersey, I forget her name. I wish I remembered her name, but her jersey is up in that arena. The lady who said that Jalen Brunson was too small.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He was never going to get over the hump because he was too small.
remember that.
Which a lot of people said, but she said this specifically. Her jersey is up in the rafters of the Spurs organization, and that's where he won the finals. You're talking about poetic justice.
And she didn't take it back because they asked her about it recently. And she was like, yeah, I said that. And she said she wouldn't take it back until he won the championship.
First of all, he's not asking you to take it back. Ain't no until nothing. You weren't waiting for what you felt about it. No, you have to take it back. You have to eat your words. But that's fine. That's what you make people do, eat their words. But I thought that was a beautiful moment. I want to get to all the beautiful moments before I get to the moment I didn't like. But I'll get to that later. The other thing, the Spurs, it's all in the names. If you're not really into sports, let me help you. Look at the names. Okay? Everybody hates Fox now. Fox plays for the Spurs. We got big cats. Knicks fans understand what I just did right there. Look at the names. They got somebody Champagne. I'm never losing to somebody whose name is Champagne. All right, we got Brunson burners over here. We got Josh Hart. We got the real Hart, not the comedian Hart. Don't think it's funny over here with New York. We got Mikhail, don't burn your bridges. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't like their names, Wimby.
What is it short for?
Wimbyama.
Okay.
We got OG. Like, look at the names we have.
Right.
OG. You know his real name?
No.
I ain't gonna try it. I think, man, shout out to Jalen Brunson, Burner, and the boys, man. I'm very proud of them. And Josh Hart made a valid point that I was speaking to a lot of people about how much pressure it is to play for the Knicks. You know, you got to think of it in context of the next time. If we were to go just as long to win the next championship, I think they said it would be 2079. So that's how long it's been. That's how much pressure there's been on each player to come through and be the team, to do it, to finally do it, to finally get over that hump. And these guys did it. They did it. They built something amazing over there. The coaching was great. And the funny thing about it is the Knicks didn't really play well the entire series.
Really?
I don't know if they had one good game, but that just tells you the grit. And it just was meant to be. It just feels like it was meant to be. I'm sure there's a lot of moments I'm still missing because I'm trying to remember them all. But I wanted to jump into the pool with Tim's on. That's how I felt.
You should have did it.
The Timbs were too far. I was drunk.
Okay.
If the Timbs were closer, I should have set it up to where the Timbs were closer, and I would have did it. And it's not too late. I might still do it. But I love how Jalen Brunson didn't even exhale until it was over. And then there was his dad. And I have a lot to say about the moment of his dad.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's time for Why I'm Mad.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
One thing we experienced at the party was neighbor hate.
Okay, that was going to be my next question because you said you were outside. So
Yeah.
I wondered if any of the neighbors had an issue with that.
Yeah, so to everybody who's a homeowner and listens, I've heard a lot of neighbor war stories. I mean, I've heard people say that their neighbor barked on them for getting a little bit of grass on their grass. I'm like, okay, I hope I don't have to deal with that. I'm going to keep it real. We have one neighbor who just doesn't like us.
Mm-hmm. Is there?
Just doesn't like us.
Have you ever tried to ask?
Like, hey, why you don't like us? No. But, when someone comes outside and they just go out of their way to not have eye contact with you, makes it apparent that they're like, I know you're there, but if I acknowledge you, I have to speak, and I don't want to speak.
You know what I like to do when I know that they're trying to avoid me? I make it a point to say, hello, hey.
Oh, you're the worst kind of person.
I see you over there.
Which is similar to what my mom would do. My mom is the person that would, hi,
yeah,
hello, I hope you have a blessed day.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes that kind of person even angrier. Like, don't try to bless my day. It was you to bless my day. In which I saw my mom. My mom came to visit me. Shout out to my mom and we spent an entire day together. She came to see the home and we got into it. That is a Patreon conversation, but
okay,
a time was had.
All right.
A time was had. So she says that, funny enough, that's what I would do to that neighbor, but not me. When people want to be left alone, I leave them alone because I know what it's like to be the person that wants to be left alone. But it's fine. It just felt like, damn, you really hope when you come into a home that you are going to just get along with both of your neighbors, right? But it's not a perfect world. So cool. We take 50%. Then we got the other side. Super cool. They come over, they welcome us. They bring us like a welcome package, the whole nine. Every time I see the brother, what's up, brother? You good? I'm like, I'm good, brother. How you doing? It was just great. They selling the house now.
Oh.
We can't catch a break. Then we got the neighbors behind us.
Okay.
So they seem all right. Not good, not bad. Somewhere in the middle. Kind of like we're going to speak, but only because we have to. Which is fine, right? And now, here's where maybe we went wrong. But I don't know. Now, they threw a party. A party.
All right.
Mad loud. Getting it rocking. I mean, the whole block,
The
right?
same night?
No.
Okay.
This was early in the game. This, to me, was setting the temperature for what should be expected of me. I didn't want to, I was really hoping someone else would show me what a party around here looks like before it was time for me to have a party. Because I have friends who have moved into a place and they didn't care. They just got it rocking. And I'm like, all right, I don't want to be
that neighbor.
that right. So they set it off and they did not hold back. And I wasn't mad about it at all. I could honestly barely hear it. I could barely hear it. The temperature was set. So I'm like, okay, this neighborhood is not afraid of loud parties. So here comes my turn. Now, I did the very respectful thing of using like a waterproof speaker that floats around in the pool. And it's good, it's loud, but it's not going to blow anybody's ears off at all. We wasn't going there. So the music is right at a respectful point, I would say, for everyone. People who are at the party, people who are not at the party. And out of nowhere, one of my mans that's at the party goes, yo, what's that about? So I'm like, what? And I kind of noticed in that moment that they're bopping their head to something different than I'm bopping my head to. And that's when I realized that I was bopping my head to music that wasn't playing on my playlist. Because the neighbors had put their music on and it was louder than mine. I couldn't hear my music anymore. They drowned my music out. So I'm like, wait. So I'm popping like, what's the problem? Oh, yeah, I ain't got this on. This ain't me. Ain't nah. So then that's when we all kind of looking at each other like, what's that about? Now, they didn't have a lot of people out there.
Mm-hmm. But they did have people out there.
It seemed like just a family.
Okay.
But I felt like that was disrespectful. I don't know if y'all think that's proper etiquette or not. Y'all can tell me if y'all are on the other side of it. But I feel like if you got a party scheduled that day, you just got a party scheduled that day. But that's not what it appears happened to me. What it appeared happened to me was there was a party scheduled for us, and it was obvious we were having a party. And then they brought their family out, and made their music louder than our music.
Now, do you have to actually schedule a party? Do you have to alert?
No, absolutely not.
And are these the same neighbors that you said was having the big party, or
Yes.
Okay. Now, if their music, if they already had the first party and you said they turned up, maybe that is just how they have their music. Maybe they
That
keep
was
it turned
only
up.
the second time, to add evidence to the situation. That was only the second time I'd experienced them doing that in however many months it's been.
I know, but what if that's how they get down? What if they keep their music loud, or whatever, whenever they go out there?
You had one big party, and then the second time is you doing it while we're across from you in let's say 5 months. I don't think that you can say that that's how you get down,
Okay.
right? That's not what the averages show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they were doing that every weekend, maybe, but they wasn't doing that. That's never been a thing
Okay.
until that day.
Yeah.
And so my mom said what they might have been doing was the whole "you should have invited me" thing. I guess some
Did
neighbors
they
move
invite
like that.
you to their party?
No, that was my
Oh.
response. So I'm like, it can't be that. And I just, like, maybe it's me, but I feel like if my neighbors is out and they get into it, I'm not going to go out my way to play music to their music.
Right.
That took me back to college when I hated my roommate and we used to be sitting there just trying to out music each other. Like, I had to go get the ill speakers from Ross at that time. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just feels, it felt disrespectful to me.
Okay.
It felt like it was a sign. I'm just not sure of what.
I mean, you've heard of neighbor wars and stories and all of that. They're all really stupid.
Yeah, yeah. And I apparently we're in one. But then I see her the other day and she's like, "Hi," and I'm like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they keep their music up like that. Maybe that's how they turn up, whether it's 5 people or 50.
which is fine, but do it on all the other days when no one else is turning up.
Now, have you gone? You said you haven't gone to any of your neighbors to introduce yourself specifically.
No.
I think you should.
I did ask a few different homeowners, and y'all can get in on this and join in voting because I don't know what y'all think, but the few homeowners that I spoke to said that that's not for the people who move in to introduce themselves. That I'm just telling you what homeowners have said. They've said that it's kind of a known thing that the people with the homes that have been there welcome in the new homeowner. This was like 3 or 4 people who told me this. So I was like, all right, I'm sure I went to chat. I'm sure chat was one of the people. And at that point, I said, well, let me give it some time. Let me let it breathe. And within a week of letting it breathe, two of the people around me said hello and welcomed me. And one person made it clear that that wasn't ever happening. So there was no one to introduce myself to.
So, but you said they came to your door? They knocked on your door?
Well,
Oh, okay.
they came to the backyard.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I would do. Now, have you ever, since you've spoken to your other neighbor, have you ever asked them what's the deal with them?
No.
You should ask.
Well, that would be messy.
Well,
And then shout out to the World Cup. I hope everybody's enjoying the World Cup. But no.
I would ask.
Yeah, I know you would, but no, I'm not. I'm not. Do you think I should do that?
I did that in my apartment building, but not immediately. I asked maybe like a year later. I would.
But do you consider that being messy?
Yeah.
How exactly
okay.
would this be a debate on if asking one of your neighbors what's up with your other neighbor?
No, it's just like
not messy.
You have to feel them out before asking questions like that, I think.
Right, 'cause they could be
you
in
don't know
cahoots.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, I still would want to know. Like, I think that, well, okay, if it's messy, it's messy. Maybe. I don't think it's messy. I'm just curious.
I really don't care,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure I know. I have an idea.
Okay.
But it is interesting that she seems so standoffish.
You never know. Maybe she, is extremely introverted, but she's the type of person that won't say anything unless you say something.
In a way, I'm like that, but at the same time, I don't avoid. Like, I know when
Is
someone's
she like
avoiding.
ducking like this?
I
Like,
mean,
what is
it's
she-
just it's one of those situations where if you happen to be coming out your garage or your driveway, and I'm right there, like, we both know. You know what I mean? There'll be something, because I know the moment of like, I ain't really feel like saying hello. I know, I get it. We all go through that, right? But you still give somebody a, and some people would take it too far. You know, how's your morning going? You know, I just wanted a little ill, but you can tell when someone's not gonna look, not even looking. Not even there.
You know, that's, I was about to say, that's me too.
See? That's what she's doing. She's getting it off, and she's good at it. She's amazing. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna, you know. I think it will be hilarious, though, when one day my mom is here and she comes out with that not looking energy. My mom goes, good morning.
I would love to see that.
Lovely to meet you. Like, she gonna be mad as hell when my mom say hi. Look what people be mad about. Oh, Foxy is in love.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about it.
Guess with who?
With who?
Yeah,
I have no clue.
the dog next door.
Oh, Foxy.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it,
That
man.
is so cute. Okay, what kind of dog is it?
I don't know.
He looks like a Maltese, a white Maltese or something along
so
those
it's a
lines.
small dog. Oh. So what do they like? Do they sniff each other through the fence? What do they do?
They was licking in the mouth.
Oh, Foxy.
It was a little too fast for me. Just last week, they was barking at each other in the grass. Foxy, and he barked, but his barks was like flirtatious.
Oh.
And Foxy's barks was like, nah, I ain't with it. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if he did a dance. I don't know. Every dog has his day. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But the other day, we in a pool, and she went down into the little corner where you can't really see her anymore. So I said, hold up, right? And I lift myself up out the pool, and I see her down there licking. They're kissing in the mouth. I said, that was fast. And then she walked by, put her head down, and just kept walking past me like I wasn't even there. I said, oh, nah. So then we gave it 15 minutes. She went down the other hill, the other way. Like I'm stupid. Like I don't know the play. Then I got out the pool and looked that way. They met on the other side of the gate. And then that's it. Now every morning she go out there looking like she's looking for somebody.
Oh, that's so sweet. So are y'all gonna like set up a play date?
It's the same neighbors that.
Oh, it's the neighbors with the loud party.
That's it. And there's the problem. I'm like, you would fall in love with the family that we don't rock with like that.
But that's perfect because now y'all can say, hey, you know, my dog doesn't like any other dogs, but she loves your dog. So are you open to a play date or something? And that's how you can like say, hey, like, you know, can I bring her over? Or, you know, y'all bring them over and they can like run around together. That's how you can like break the ice.
Nope. Nope. This
We're
gonna
very overprotective.
Yeah. This is completely gonna be one of those relationships when the parents hate each other, but the kids like each other. This one of them. We gotta
Like
go over
Romeo
it.
and Juliet.
Yeah, yo. Like, please like somebody else. You gotta deal with them. We'll see what happens.
Okay. I think y'all should do a play date. I think this is the way that y'all can really, really get to them. And then you'll have some long-term, really nice neighbors. And, you know, someone for Foxy.
How do you know when your dog is ready to date?
Well, how old is she?
She's 5. She turned 6
Yeah.
on Saturday.
She's
See?
ready.
All right, let's get into the group chat.
So have you guys heard any updates on Big Tigger? That whole situation with his wife and
No,
the allegations?
I haven't.
Yeah, there was some statements.
There were some statements, and I have them here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring them up.
Good morning, Atlanta. I'm extremely privileged to be here this morning, back at work. Over the past several days, there's been significant public discussion and
is
speculation
he missing
regarding my
teeth?
personal life. I understand
Does he not have top
this
teeth?
can happen being a public person.
Hold on, am I
I've been
tripping?
doing radio now.
Nate, you can't say that the man is missing his fronts.
No, because
when he's in the middle of a domestic violence dispute.
No.
That's insane.
You know, I was like, the fuck? I was like, have I been that out of the loop?
First of all, let's get to the bottoms of if he has tops. Because No, with all due respect, too. By the way, this is not me taking jabs at all. I just want to clarify that I love all of my Atlanta radio colleagues, and Nate started this.
Hey, I'm not taking jabs either. I just wanted to make sure, because there's nothing wrong if you don't have tops.
It's not. It's absolutely not. But when you are speaking up for yourself in a domestic violence dispute, I think having teeth is important. And I don't think you should say taking jabs. Okay. All right. Now, I'm here for the jokes, but I have to pretend to be mature. So it sounds good for podcasting.
But it did look like it, though, right?
I'm not going to lie. When you said that and I looked up, I didn't expect to believe you. Okay. That's what I'll say. I do hope that Tigger is okay and his teeth are okay and his wife are okay. Let me say that. I genuinely mean that. That sounded really rehearsed. Okay, I'm sorry. And I'm not saying that means he's guilty, right? I know how this radio thing goes. And this is just me. This doesn't make me right. But if I'm in the middle of anything substantial, such as this, I'm just not rehearsing it, respectfully.
Right.
I'm talking to y'all from my heart, like I do any other time. Something about the whole rehearse thing, even if it's something that you stayed up all night rehearsing in your head, it comes off that way.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I feel like as an artist, there's a thing when if you're trying to read your lyrics, they'll tell you it sounds like you're reading it. And you have to learn it and know it and just do it and just let it flow so the magic can happen. And that wasn't there. That's why I don't rehearse statements. I would have just spoke to y'all from my heart. But, you know, to each their own. I don't know what he's under and what he had to deal with, which I got.
Yeah, no, it definitely sounded rehearsed, and I don't believe him. I think that they probably had something going on. It was just the way that he said it. And maybe because he rehearsed it, it sounded that way, but I don't know, the way that he said, we have never, it sounded like a lie.
His co-host also had a similar statement, and it's questionable.
What did she say?
She sounded just like him. It seems as if they were reading off a teleprompter, and she said that she didn't do it, and that she would never be a part of any adultery, basically, whether it's with a married man or a man in a relationship. She would never do that.
And what has his wife said, if anything?
His wife said that she never said that she was in a domestic dispute.
Well, didn't she post a video saying that?
Exactly. So,
Or
did
she actually
say that?
say
Yeah,
it?
because I remember having this conversation. And now the thing is, if you go online and say that you've been arguing with your husband and you have gashes all over your head, you're saying it. Without saying it, are you not? Is that is that not fair to say?
I mean, I would think so, because even if something else happened and she just happened to fall down the stairs, I think that in her mind, she would at least think like, dang, I need to cover this up. This looks crazy because I need to say this. No.
Or address it.
Right.
No, because even then, right, you can't say,
I fell down the stairs.
Right. There's no way around it at that point. You just can't go live.
okay, so what she actually said was she never called Big Tigger an abuser amid ongoing investigation. I want to be clear, I have never called my husband an abuser. Social media has drawn its own conclusions from information that was shared, but those conclusions are not statements I have made. I respect the legal process and believe law enforcement should be allowed to do its job without interference from anyone, including me. In recent days, many claims, opinions, and narratives have circulated publicly, which I understand that people will form their own views. I remain confident that the facts will speak for themselves in due time. Until then, my focus remains on my family, my peace, and protecting those I love. I love my family, and I will not engage in public debates, speculation, or personal attacks and bitterness. I am not hiding, and I stand firmly by my character and integrity. I respectfully ask for patience as I follow the guidance, my legal counsel, and allow the process to unfold. Thank you to those who have extended prayers, support, and understanding during this time.
Okay.
But she just said, what were you going to say?
I'm going to say a few things. So go ahead. Because
Because she just said, I'm not going to get into this public thing, da da da. But she's the one
Too
who
late.
made it public.
Absolutely.
I agree. And that annoys me as well. You can't use social media for both. You come out and you run to social media because you want the attention and you want the help. You can't and then pull it back and say, yo, I need privacy.
Right.
You're not getting that. You can't. They do that all of the time. They invite all of us into their living rooms and then go, hey, respect my privacy. No. Like, respectfully, right? And everybody's lawyered up. Obviously, that's what's happened here. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but I'm pretty confident that at this point, everybody is lawyered up and they're giving their statements, their respective statements, and it sounds exactly how you would expect them to sound. And it's a messy situation, and honestly, I don't know what's going on, and most people who are speaking to it don't know, but it is our job to report, and I don't believe anybody, if that's possible. Like, sincerely, that's how I feel about it. But obviously, I do think something happened. And it's unfortunate because maybe if we don't know, this is just another argument for them. If it's deeper than that, then that should obviously be addressed and maybe everything happens for a reason. But until someone is going to come out and say unequivocally, this is what happened, what can we do?
Right. And for example, today she posted 4 hours ago a meme. Wife, babe, I would take a bullet for you. Husband, your mouth would be the whole reason we are being shot at. Wife, it still counts. So you're posting this while you're going through
This is when I get
public
confused.
issue. Like,
What's happening here? For real, I get
Subliminal
confused.
messages.
I get confused, y'all. This is like when Daphne Joy came out and said, I'm embarrassed, but my OnlyFans is 50% off now. I just get a little confused. What is happening here?
I just noticed you have your Hugh Hefner slippers on.
Hugh Hefner is crazy. Not Hugh Hefner. Of all of the people in the world, Nate, that is nasty.
We're usually barefoot.
No, I'm never barefoot, Nate.
Well, usually
Ever. Never. That's never been. I've never one time. See how she just lies. That has never happened.
No, you have, because I have seen your feet before. Because I remember when I saw your feet, I was like,
I putting socks on?
Maybe. No, I think it was during your outbreak.
During my Yo, you see what happens when you let people tell your stories? Yo, now I was running around barefoot because I had an outbreak. That's what now happens when you
Because you couldn't put socks on because your feet hurt so bad.
when I had gout. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Yo, wait, no, because I want to talk about this. This is perfect timing, actually. I want to talk about how the people that be right next to you, the ones that's the closest to you, will always mess your day up by bringing up something that is not relevant in that moment. Shout out to Rick Brunson. Okay, there is a clip circulating where Jalen Brunson, the point guard of the New York Knicks, the NBA champions,
Got it.
New York Knicks.
We got it.
And right after the Knicks win, he's chilling with inside the NBA. So his dad's name is Rick Brunson. He used to play for the Knicks also.
Oh, okay.
Back in the eras where they were like that, but they won this Knicks team. So maybe he has an affinity for the older players, the Patrick Ewings of the world, if you will. And Jalen Brunson is sitting there with the ski goggles that they wear in order to have the champagne party. That's how fresh he is off of just winning the finals. And for whatever reason, his dad steps up to say, yo, I just want to make this clear to end this debate. Patrick Ewing is the greatest Knick of all time. I love my son, but Patrick Ewing is the greatest Knick of all time. And I think you the dumbest Knicker of all time for doing something like that. Respectfully. Because I got nothing but love and respect for Rick Brunson and what he's done as a father with Jalen Brunson, and to see this moment happen. But that triggered me.
Yeah. Like, why would you say that?
First of all, no one asked you that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even the question.
Right.
Right? I can see if you had to answer it. He just went out his way to bring that up, to have that moment to say that. And he said, I'm going to end the dispute. Respectfully. Who are you?
Yeah.
Like, you're not the god of the debate of who's the greatest Nick of all time.
Right.
You weren't a great enough Nick to determine who was the greatest Nick of all time. Respectfully. This is all respectfully. So you don't end the debate. And even if you think it is Patrick Ewing, it's very debatable. Your son just won the Knicks their first finals in over 50 years. As much as I love Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Allen Houston, all these guys, they couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Johnson, Latrell Sprewell, Carmelo Anthony, Stephon Marbury. Love them. Legends. They couldn't do it. Jalen Brunson did it. Say what you want. Yeah, you had a better team than Patrick Ewing. You can argue that. Doesn't matter. He did it, and he had to go through a lot to do it. And he did it at a time when no one believed he could. And that's just the end of it. So there's a debate. Not to mention his career's not over. He got another 4 or 5. What if you go get another one? You gonna get up there and go, just want to say again. Before you guys get to what? And it's just the other part of it is like, yo, what happened to just being a dad? Like, what happened to that? I wouldn't have cared if I was up there speaking on behalf of my son, and my son was the 9th player on the bench who just hit 1 3 in the whole finals. I would have been like, my son is the greatest Nick of all time.
Like who would say that?
What are we doing?
Isn't it Father's Day this weekend?
Yes.
He's not getting anything this year.
So is he the asshole for that?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going with
We
yes.
all agree.
Yo, everybody at the party was like, you wildin'. I'm like, I'm not talking to my dad after that.
Ever.
I might not talk to him again. I'm certainly not talking to him for the rest of this summer.
He could have waited a day or two.
Absolutely.
No,
And
he just should not have said that at all.
there's no reason to say it. Even if you feel that, there's no reason to say it. And if you do say it in the privacy of your home.
Your
Say it
own
in the
home.
barbershop.
Right.
Don't say it right next to me when I'm having the best day of my life.
You know what else he's jokingly said? Like, I've seen an interview or something that they did with both of them. He said something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, I need money," or I need you to send me some money," or something like that. I don't remember what the clip was. Maybe I'll find it so you can put it on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
And Jalen was like, "Oh, I already knew that." So it's like, you're gonna say that I'm not even the best Knick player, and then you're still asking me for money. Like, make that make sense.
And speaking of history, I was searching for it, but there was a tweet somebody found. Former Bull Rick Brunson books massage under name Patrick Ewing, arrested for sexual assault.
Isn't that true?
And they
It's
got-
not AI?
No, look, the tweet is from 94.
Okay. But wait, the tweet?
Yeah.
Did Twitter exist in '94?
I mean, 94, 2014.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's from
because I was about to
24.
say, I don't know, because
Y'all both was like,
I was like, that sounds like AI. I'm sorry.
yo, no, because the producer looked like she genuinely was asking me, like, because she didn't want to embarrass me. Did Twitter exist in 94?
No, I was like, what?
No, I'm sorry.
Twitter.
2014. In 2014, they said that he was arrested for trying to book a massage under the name Patrick Ewing.
Wow.
So that kind of
He
explained
has-
everything.
well,
he
yeah,
has
he
to
has-
be the greatest Knick ever if that's what you was doing with my name. you better ruin your son's moment if that's how you was out here giving it up.
Oh, you think they were like lovers or something?
Maybe.
I think they were. And I think, yeah.
Maybe
Where
that's
is
what.
this going?
Let's just go with it.
Because like I like, why would you say this in public after your son just won, and then he went to go get a happy ending massage under this name, and it's like, I feel like when he did it, it was like, this is, it could have been payback. Maybe they were about to break up.
Oh.
Isn't
And
he
then he
married?
went-
I don't.
I don't
Who
think that
cares about the
matters.
truth when you're making up rumors? And then that's
Allegedly.
right?
This is improv.
Yeah, what are you
Go
doing?
with it.
This explains why Patrick Ewing wore them big ass knee pads his whole career. Okay, no, all right. All right. Hey, y'all get the point.
Oh my God.
Hey, y'all get the point. I think what Rick Brunson did was wrong, and I think it was jealousy.
Yeah, Chelsea.
I think it's jealousy tied in there. That's why I hate it, because a lot of people have struggled with parents who do that. And it's like, damn, this supposed to be one of the happiest days of your life. But you got to think, he didn't do it.
That's what I was about to say. He
Right?
wasn't able to do it. He wasn't as good.
His father wasn't able to get over the hump, and maybe that's harder than we realize for the Dale Currys and the Rick Brunsons of the world, because you got to watch your son be a whole animal out here and do exactly what you couldn't. But you should be proud. That's how it should go.
Yeah, because it's your genes. Like, you're part of that.
Exactly. You had something to do with that, but it usually doesn't go that way, and that's unfortunate. Michael Strahan was in the airport, and someone had a camera in his face and was saying hello, waving, and he said, "Don't wave at me like you know me. We don't know each other."
We don't know each other. Don't do that.
Let's react. Not all at once.
I couldn't really, the thing is when people stop to meet me, sometimes I am sarcastic with them, but it depends on what they say. However, I feel like that's kind of what they're looking for, because that's how I am in my videos. Like if someone is like, and this actually just happened a couple weeks ago, somebody walked up to me and he was like, "I don't want to be that weird, awkward person." And I was like, "It's too late. We're already here. Now you have to just continue."
We're in it.
Right. And so I think if someone else was watching, didn't know who I was or whatever, filming it, that would come off that way. But I joke with them. That's how I am. So I'm not sure. Because even like 3 or 4 days ago, this happened too. I was walking up to help someone start their grill. Anyway, they didn't know how to do it. I went to go help. And as they were leading me to their party, it was like 5 or 6 other women there.
Did you only help because you were hungry?
I actually was ordering food.
Yep.
I actually was ordering food. Anyway,
You just gonna leave that part out, huh? You just
one of her friends was like, I watch you, right? And I'm like, how am I supposed to know that?
Now it's creepy. First of all, that's a very creepy ass way to tell me that you are a supporter of mine. Don't tell me, yo, I watch you, right?
Like, how am I supposed to know?
I could go left.
That's exactly what I said.
Right.
So I'm just being like joking, sarcastic, but it's also very truthful. Like, how am I supposed to know? But yeah, like if someone was filming that, it would probably come off a certain way. So I don't know.
Now, this is the thing. I would never do what Michael Strahan did, because I just think I'm a better person than Michael Strahan. However, I understand, because I don't think you should be recording anyone without permission. I absolutely hate that. It's one thing to say hello. It's one thing to come and say, I support you in what you do. Can I have a picture? Whatever the case. Don't just be recording people.
Yeah.
I do not like that. I hate that. I wish people would stop just taking pictures of you, stop trying to just record you. And maybe he would have been different. I don't know. I've heard a lot of Michael Strahan's war stories.
Oh.
But then I've heard good ones. So I think maybe he, like a lot of other people, is hit or miss. But he ain't had to go out his way to tell them, like, yo, I don't know y'all. You know what I mean? It's like, I get it. At the same time, these people are a part of what you do. And that's not always the case. Like, let's be clear with that. You want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt when they want a picture or when they want to say hello to you and think that you are truly a fan of what I do. But we know that that's not always the case. And I learned this when there was a day I was in the airport and somebody came up and, "Mo, I love you. Oh my God, I've been listening to all these." And it was one of those moments that I love. And can you take the picture? Sure. Any other time, I get in and out the airport easily. This day, I took that one picture.
So a line started?
It wasn't a line, but I had to take like 3 more pictures because I'm still waiting for my bag. So as I'm waiting for the bag, people are walking up like, "Hey, can I have a picture?" I'm like, "Oh, fam, you don't even know. You don't even know who I am." Like, I knew it was like, all right, I can't do that anymore. I got to move different. But that's why it's like, sometimes I get it, because sometimes people are not really fans. They just recognize a famous person or know that he's famous for whatever reason, and they want to get in your mix. So I understand it. Are you taking a picture of me as we speak? Are you recording me without permission as we speak?
No, we are live on the Mo Mitch Media page.
There was a UFC event at the White House
Oh yeah.
Sunday night.
Are you still like a big WWE fan?
No,
Okay.
but that's different than UFC.
I'm aware. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Moving along.
It felt weird watching these men just try to kill each other in front of Trump in the White House. It just felt weird.
Did it feel like jousting? You know, back in the day when they did
Yeah, something like
for
that.
the king, like it was
Something like that.
Okay.
And it's like they do it anyway for a check. It's just normally not in front of the White House and in front of Trump,
Right.
which I'm trying to say something without saying it. There was one moment when Josh Hokit, well, he won his fight and he went up to the ring and he said this.
Hey, shout out to Trump for having the balls to put some shit like this on.
Wow. Nate's laughing uncontrollably if you're wondering.
That's a terrible thing to say.
That's horrible. It's disgusting.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to come in here and sound like the angry black man who's going to have the response to this. I just would like to say that this event, this moment, everything that I felt uneasy about when it comes to it, I knew there was a reason. And it sure showed its ass in that moment. That's exactly why I was uncomfortable with it. But I'm never going to be upset about this. I don't trust the opinions of people who don't get punched in the face for a living.
Yeah.
So why would I care about the ones who do? Respectfully, too, because I don't want to fight them. Respectfully. But when you get punched in the face for a living, I don't expect you to go up there and say something that I agree with.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting something more profound or, you know, motivational. I don't know, but it went way left and it caught me off guard, but it was terrible.
Okay. James Harden got arrested this weekend after already having had a season where he ended up being a loser because he lost to the New York Knicks.
He's the one with the beard, right?
That's him.
Okay.
And now he gets caught with a gun. And I thought you could tape a gun to your forehead in Texas.
Well, does he have any convictions or anything?
Well, I know he's a loser. All right. Don't worry about it. Cardi B and Lotto are beefing. Rappers, for those who may not know. I think this is interesting because there was some audio that went out and Cardi was arguing with someone. It wasn't Lotto, but whomever she was arguing with, she said something to the extent of, I ain't Lotto. Y'all ain't gonna play with me like that. Like, you know how you use somebody as an example of who you're not?
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't mean for it to go public, but it did. It leaked out. Lotto felt the way because Lotto felt like I thought we were friends. And she said she waited 2 months for Cardi to clear that up. A phone call or text. She said she was texting a manager. She was texting everybody but her. And then she finally did reach out to her. And Lotto felt like, yo, it's been 2 months. I'm over it. And some people feel like, damn, Lotto could have forgave her, but she kept the beef alive so that she could have something to rap about. While others feel like, nah, that's a legit gripe to have with somebody that you thought you was friends with. Where do y'all stand?
I think both can be true. If there's a situation and you wait 2 months, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. So I don't know. Both can be true.
You're going to have to change your name from Mother Nature to Both Can Be True.
But it's true. I don't know any of her songs. So maybe having a beef with like one of the most popular rappers is a good thing for her.
Here's your debate. I don't think both can be true.
Okay.
Because if you did it because you legit have a gripe, then that means you didn't do it for music. You don't care about the music. That's just a bonus that I'm a rapper and I'll rap you, right? But if you did it just because of the music, then that means you didn't have a legit gripe.
Yeah, because what if she was waiting for her to respond and she missed the friendship, but she's like, if we're friends again, then I can't do this. But it still took her a long fucking time.
That's another thing with friends and family. They feel like, and we talk about this on Patreon a lot, I got this whole thing where you gave me the story to tell. I can't talk about it if you don't give me the story to tell. And there were people who were upset with me or who felt the way about a podcast I released. But remember, that was 3 months. I gave you 3 months to speak to what happened. If you come back 3 months later or beyond that, yeah, I'm probably going to talk about it because you've shown me how much it mattered to you. Our friendship, relationship, whatever ship. So I don't get people saying that if Lotto did it, it's only for music, because even if I do accept your friendship coming back, I'm still going to get these bars off. Like, I still went through that. You still put me through that. That's still a legit experience that I have, and I feel like I have every right to express it in whatever form that I am an artist.
But can she do it in the same way if they rekindled their friendship?
No.
Right.
No, probably not.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, the 2 months is definitely way too long. I'm the type of person, I will apologize the next day, or within 24 hours. But I think maybe she thought, like, when she reached out, she probably really had to think about it. Like, yeah, damn, I really missed her and our friendship. But at the same time, this is how I feel. And I'm already in the midst of what I'm doing. Like, she could have been working on her album at that point and was like, if I, rekindle the friendship, I can't say what I want to say the way that I want to say it.
That's what people are saying. That's my point, is if you felt like that, then you did it for the music.
Yeah, then if I'm Lotto, I'm done with Cardi, because we were never friends to begin with, because you shouldn't be talking about me like that.
Okay, that's how I feel. Why would you ever use me as your example? Because Cardi said, I was just angry. I didn't mean it. It was in a moment.
It's kind of like a better you than me comment. Like, when someone's telling a story and they be like, oh, it's better you than me or whatever.
But don't ever use me as your example.
Exactly.
Ever in life, don't ever I'm not Mo in any way. Like, she should have never done that. Why did you choose Lotto?
Right.
Because now I'm going to feel as Lotto, like, why did you choose me of all the people you could have chose? And my name is Lotto. I know about odds.
Yeah, it could have been.
You know what I mean? What are we doing?
It could have been a little jealousy on Cardi's part. She's older. She's had some work done. And Lotto is younger. She's prettier. I don't know. It could have been one of those things.
It could have been. And and that's usually the case when somebody is top of mind like that, right? When you use this person in an example like that, it is normally because they got some jealousy in them or something is there, because you're not thinking about people that you're not thinking about. But when you constantly using this person, you should really see that as some type of compliment. And then if I'm Lotto, even if I did somehow forgive you, because I don't think I would, but yeah, like, this helped my album. Talking about Cardi gets you lit. I know from using her hashtags. All right, let's get into the listener email.
Does Mo create the problem? Hey, Mo, do you think you've ever accidentally created some of the problems you've tried to solve? Hear me out. You often say you value honesty, but sometimes it feels like the people around you are expected to communicate at a level that most people simply can't or don't. Not everyone wants to have a deep conversation. Not everybody wants closure. Not everybody wants to explain themselves. Sometimes I wonder if it's a Virgo thing, because you remind me of my brother, and it seems like part of your frustration comes from expecting people to operate like you do. I found myself thinking this recently when you talked about friendships, family members asking for money, and people not showing up for events. At what point does someone disappointing you become less about them and more about the expectations you place on the relationship? I promise I'm not attacking you. I actually think this is why so many people connect with you. You stay true to your word, and you're willing to say out loud what most people only think. But I'd love to hear your honest answer. Have you ever looked back at a failed friendship and realized the other person wasn't necessarily wrong? They just weren't you? Long-time listener.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a lot to cover. I feel like I should answer most of this on Patreon, to be honest. But I can get into some of it now since we asked it here. It was so much. Yeah, a lot of that, yes to the Virgo part, out the gate. Yeah, I know a lot of Virgos who operate in that same way that I do, where, yes, like, I have different expectations for friends, for family, for anyone I keep in my circle. Honestly, I don't expect everybody to understand that or to even move that way. Because when you say, everybody doesn't want to pretty much be accountable, you're right. You're 1,000% right. And I can't say everybody, I get to a point in my life when I just no longer want to be around people like that. It's just a certain level of growth that I think you acquire when you have different goals, different aspirations, different dreams. And it's unfortunate, but you just learn that everybody who comes with you can't go with you. And at some point, you are putting too much on these people. I agree with you. You are setting your expectations entirely too high in thinking that people can operate like you. And I spent many of years with that being an issue for me. I expected everyone to think like me, to move like me, to understand like me. And when you didn't, I thought something was wrong with you. And I think a lot of people don't admit that about themselves. But that's true for a lot of people. But it is a lot of growth in accepting and learning that some people are just not like you. Now, with that being said, I do think there's a difference in whether people betray you, disrespect you, violate you, or whether they just simply are not equipped to match your energy or enthusiasm in life or whatever it is. There's a big difference there. And I have definitely learned to lower my expectations for most, to the point where things that used to bother me don't bother me, things that used to annoy me don't annoy me. It would ruin my whole mood, ruin my day. Not as much anymore. What I do struggle with is once you discover that someone is not like you, they're not cut from the same cloth, they don't operate with the same morals, principles, standards, what are you supposed to do? Because I've spent a lot of time trying to pull people up, and they end up pulling me down. And so now I'm real quick to let them go. And I don't always know when it's right, when it's wrong. To answer your last question, and this, I think the details should be on Patreon. But do I look back and sometimes think that, and we talked about this, I think, once, in a way. It was more like, are there things that I feel like I was responsible for in the relationships the fallouts that I've had? But I think this question, correct me if I'm wrong, was more, do I think that I lost a friendship or a relationship with someone not because they did something wrong, but because they simply were not like me?
Yes, that's what they said.
No, they did something wrong. It's wrong. I'm going down the list.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah, I'm going down the list. Violated, stabbed in the back, lied to. Somewhat. I wonder what you would say. Somewhat. I think not with any of my friends. I think my friends violated. Now, I have that's another thing I think about. I have family that I have forgave, and I forgave them because they was family, but they did things that if they were friends, I would have never forgave them.
Mm-hmm.
I think about that sometimes. So it's funny how everybody gets a different leeway. But I give my friends a lot of rope. A lot. By the time I just don't want to talk to you anymore, you did something really egregious. Or it was just too consistent of you doing too, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But this person is a colleague. Sometimes I'm still torn on that. I put it to you like this.
I think so.
Some people are just simply not going to be as strong as you are in a lot of different areas. Take Stephen A. Smith and Donald Trump. I'll use them as an example. One would say that Stephen A. Smith was going out of his way to impress Donald Trump at some point in life. No matter what was on the table, as far as what you were witnessing him do or not do, you vouched for him. That was your guy. And a lot of people wondered why. Why is he going this route? Not to say that it's right or it's wrong, because I don't get into politics on this show, but they were just curious as to why he was going that way. And then Trump came out eventually and said that he has a low IQ and he's not an intelligent man. And then the next day, Stephen A. Smith is back on his platform saying all of these nasty things about Trump. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You didn't have these thoughts and these feelings, and sometimes it's deeper than just, oh, you said something about me, so I don't like you. How did your whole narrative flip off of the fact that he didn't accept you? You was dancing, though. And he didn't necessarily, once you realized, oh, I'm not a part of that fraternity, he looks at me the same way as he looks at the rest of them. Now, all of a sudden, you realize that you were dancing for someone you should not have been dancing for. And I think there are a lot of us who are not strong enough to realize when the dance should be over.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way I can put it.
I just think there's two different type of peoples. There's leaders and then there's workers. That's it. And sometimes it's hard for you to understand that because you're just a natural born leader.
I put everything into making that sound really sexy because it's radio, and you summed it all up in 3 words. And you're right. That's pretty much all I said. It was mad extra sauce on it. Like, you ever watch somebody else cook and now you realize you heavy on the sauce? Oh, I'm killing myself. I gotta take it easy. All right, what's next? Y'all was lighting us up in the comments last week. You don't know this, of course. But yes, we were getting lit up, and it was funny because people were saying, and I didn't address it because I just didn't think we needed to, but people were saying after listening to the last episode, like, hold up. Y'all are talking about people who RSVP'd for the party and didn't come or didn't say anything. That was Nate. And Nate just sat there and just kept talking about what would have happened if she came. And you didn't come.
Okay,
Now,
but also, here's the other thing. Okay, go ahead. What else did they say?
that was the gist of what the comments were, right?
Yeah, it said, so what happened to Nate? She casually said she didn't go, but that was then commenting about people that don't show up.
And as I was editing it,
Hopefully she'll let you know. Surely this will come up at some point.
as I was editing it, it became even more hilarious that Nate really sat there and did that the entire episode. Like, oh, well, yeah, the nerve of them. Right? And okay, now wait, are you going to go into your Phantom Flyer thing? Because that's what it's being called.
What is a phantom flyer?
I'm telling you, they're going crazy on you in the comments.
Because I've had a phantom itch.
Now, what is that? Because that's not what you want to hear.
No, that's like mostly for people who have had surgery. So let's say you have to get your knee, whatever. And then when they sew it up, sometimes it itch, but you can't scratch it because you can't feel it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
No, it's not.
Do you bring that up on dates? Do you tell people I've had a phantom itch?
They know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you. Anyone who has had surgery, they know what I'm talking about.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It is.
So I have the definition.
Okay.
A phantom is a ghost, apparition, or any entity that seems to exist but lacks physical reality. It broadly refers to something visionary, elusive, or imagined.
Okay, so that makes sense. So I get, that's what I was thinking. You don't get it?
No.
I get it.
They
I get
said
what
that
they're saying.
I am a phantom flyer.
No. No, you didn't come because of the Phantom Flyer.
Oh, gotcha.
So now this is why that's funny. And I always make fun of my friends for being predictable people. I always tell my friends, you have to be less predictable in life. We had a bet the day of the party. And I told her, I said, Nate is so predictable. I promise you, this is exactly what's going to happen. Nate is going to say, I didn't come because I didn't get a flyer. And the producer was like, she's not going to say anything that's stupid. And then what do you know? Nate comes in and says, I didn't come because of the Phantom Flyer.
Okay. First of all, it's not a phantom flyer. They did say that they were going to send out flyers.
You know what else we said? You know what else was said, y'all? Come to the party. So I hit my friend up, right? Because I'm like, maybe we're off. Maybe it's us. But why would the flyer matter?
Because that's the invite.
It's not, actually. The invite was the very first time, because you were the first person we told about the party.
You did say that.
When I said, hey, we're having a party on the whatever day at this time, you should come. And you said, oh, bet, I'm chilling with my daughter that weekend. I'm going to stay in town. I'll be there. That was the invite.
Right. But then you also said we're going to put together a flyer and we're going to send out the flyer to everyone with all the details, all the information.
Okay, now because you're going to keep going to this phantom flyer, right?
That's what
You have
they
to.
said.
It's important to have the context of the entire situation. That was the first time.
Right.
Now I think most people would agree. Once you have the invite from the horse's mouth, the person who lives there, and they say, "Yo, come to the party," you don't need a flyer. Now, the other thing about this flyer thing, I don't know about everybody. It's just me. The flyer is the least important part of it all when the person who lives there tells you to come. Like I've given, like if for example, if my man is having a party, he hit me, he go, "Yo, come to the party." And that's like, I go there, that's my man. I go to the house. I don't need a flyer. The flyer is for the people who don't know the address, who don't know if you tell me, "Yo, just pull up," and I say I'm gonna pull up, I'm not gonna wait for a flyer. I'm just going to come to the party.
Right. I got you. But like I said, you said all the details were going to be on the flyer. Yeah. But listen, that's what you said. So that's what I was waiting for. Then the
Yeah,
next
you don't have
week,
to keep repeating the same
but hold
point.
on. So then the next week when I came and I was like, "Okay, so are y'all ready?" You're like, "Oh, we got so much to do. I don't know if we can pull it off." And da-da-da-da. Like, I remember you saying that. And I was like, "Okay, so when are you sending out the flyer?" And you were like, "Okay, maybe tomorrow," or something like that. So I never got it. However, I want to rewind a little bit because y'all remember when a couple months back, we were talking about how I've been in situations where there was an invite, but it wasn't specific. Like, the first time I was at school, I was hanging with my friends, and they were talking about when we get on the track, we're going to talk about whatever incident happened. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we're all together. It's 4 of us. So we get on the track, and when they were about to say, you know, whatever the information was, I'm walking, waiting to hear the deets. But then it's silent. I don't hear anything. And I turn around and I see the 3 girls one of them had her arms holding the other girl's back, like, just wait, let her keep walking. So I was not a part of that invite. Like that was the first time I experienced like, oh, I have to be invited. So then I told you just last year, I went to an event and all the influencers, we were all sitting at the table. We were all having a good time, talking, hanging out, drinking, you know, whatever. And then one of the chicks, she was like, "Hey, we should all take a group picture. Let's all take a group picture." So I get up so that we can all take the picture. And one of the girls was like, "I'm sorry, not you, because like we all know each other. We don't know you." So they didn't want me in the picture. So I have this thing where I need all the details. I need to know for sure. Now, I want to tell you something else that happened to me. I forgot. No, look, it keeps going. You guys, this is really traumatic for me.
You have told us these stories before, Nate.
Yeah, I did tell you that, but I didn't tell you this one.
Okay.
So, you know Tamar's ex-fiance, the white guy, JR?
No.
I remember seeing it on the Shade Room. Mm-hmm.
So I used to be his nanny, and he hired me to come every other Friday to work Friday through Sunday. And that was the plan. And one weekend, he didn't say like, "Okay, I'm expecting you to come, you know, tomorrow or, you know, later this day." And I wasn't thinking anything of it because you hired me to be there every other weekend. But he didn't reach out to me. I went there anyway. And he said to me, "Yeah, Nate, I don't remember telling you I needed you to come in today." And I remember thinking, but you hired me to be here. Like, you gave me the details. This is what you needed. So I'm here. So for me, it's like, I need the details. I need the information. When you didn't send it out, I just assumed that you weren't going to have it. And that was that.
Okay. Now, I'm sorry those things happened to you. Now, for everyone in the comments asking why I didn't bring it up, I predicted all of this. Producer, am I lying?
No.
I said this is exactly what would happen, and I honestly said it wouldn't be good radio. And this is, I'm not debating what Nate said. That's her story. I'm saying this to y'all to maybe help somebody be a little more understanding if you ever find yourself in this situation with people that you care about. When I say, and I think most people would agree with this, Nate doesn't, that's fine. But when someone says, "Hey, I'm having a party on this day, you should come," and then that person says, "I'll be there," that is giving your word to someone. Whatever happens after that is extra, but that's giving your word to someone. You said, "I'll be there." Now, if I say after that, I'm thinking about creating flyers for the party. And if I do, I'll send you one. None of that says the party is no longer happening. It just says I might create flyers for the party. But the party's happening either way. We already spoke about this. I gave you the time. You know the location. You said you'll be there. If you then after that go and say the reason I didn't come is because I didn't have a flyer, it looks as if you were just looking for a reason to not come. Because if you were looking for a reason to come, that would not have been enough to stop you. If you want to be somewhere, you'll be there. And the thing is, you also have to take into account that we had a second conversation about this the day that we spoke about the flyer, where I indeed said, yeah, I'm thinking about making flyers. I also said I might not because it's such a small gathering. It's not a big deal. But I
don't remember that part.
I definitely said that. I wanted people who didn't have the address to have the address. That was the only reason I was going to make a flyer, because I didn't want to keep having to give everybody the address. But the people who came to the party who already had the address did not have flyers. I didn't send them a flyer. I did the same exact thing I did with you, except with you, I did it twice, because even that day I said, hey, I was scrambling. That's what happened. We were scrambling around like, yo, we getting together, we getting it ready for this party. So if you see someone scrambling to have a party and I said to you, you're going to be high, we're going to get high that day. I obviously had intentions of you being at the party, flyer or no flyer. We spoke about you being at the party. So if someone speaks about you being somewhere, holding them hostage to your presence or holding your presence hostage because you didn't get an extra invite comes off to me like the people who say, I didn't come to your show because you didn't invite me. If you really support somebody, you just show up. Mm-hmm. Just like the guy who said to my man Coast, I would have came if I knew you were getting engaged. Well, why wasn't just the fact that I was doing comedy good enough? What I want people to take from walking away from this conversation is in life, if you don't have to admit it to yourself, but I promise you, people like me who hold people accountable, shout out to that email. We'll always look to see if somebody is doing extra to be a part of it or if they're doing extra to not be. And if you truly wanted to be at that party, if you truly wanted to keep your word and show up somewhere where you said you would, I don't think, especially when you have the address, you have the time, you have the day, you have the means to reach out. You were speaking to somebody who was at the party. The party is obviously going on. You know these things. And you chose to say, yeah, but I ain't get a flyer.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what it was.
Fine.
I didn't get the text until about 9:00 though. That's the thing. I didn't know if the party started at 9.
I told you what time the party started weeks before the party happened. I told you it was going to be 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. That's literally what I told everybody else who was at the party. So I'm not saying you don't have the right to say that's why you didn't come. That's fair. It's also fair for me to feel like the people who did come, who did show up, and I told them the same thing. Y'all might make a flyer. They didn't get flyers. They just hit me the day of and said, we on? We on. Or they hit me the day before. Or they just showed up. I ain't saying what you did was wrong. I'm just saying you made a decision, but to blame it on a flyer, I think we flyered in that. That's the best way I could put it.
Okay.
And I just want people to don't look for a reason to not go. And this is not just with this. In life, I think it's so easy to look for a reason to not do it. But if it's something you want to do, it's something you care about, look for a reason to do it. Even if you didn't get exactly what you wanted, look for a reason to do it. Just look for a reason to do it, because if you don't, either way, it gives a certain energy and it looks a certain way. Is all I'm saying. But I didn't not send you the flyer just because it was like I ain't sending the flyer. I just had a lot of other things going on, and that's kind of how parties go. But yeah, now I addressed it. I answered it. Y'all said I wasn't being authentic. They be trying to fry me with this authenticity thing. But go ahead.
I do have one more comment. It said, what did you drink? Asking for a friend. I'm the friend. LOL.
What did I drink?
I think they're referring to the drink that
Your
Nate.
first?
No, the drink that
the
Nate.
THC drink.
Yes.
I don't know. What was that?
It's called Flying Horse. It's Flying
They
Horse.
ain't paying us?
Oh, you have to bleep it out then. But yeah, it's a pretty cool drink. I like it.
The drink. All right. That horse don't come down when you think it does. So I'm have precautions. But I think that's all I got for today. Thank y'all for being here. As always, this was an amazing episode following a victory. And I've just never felt such like a winner during podcasting before. Shout out to the New York Knicks. Did I mention that the Knicks won the finals?
No, you forgot.
Okay, so yeah, the Knicks won the finals. The New York City Knicks. Oh, before I go, one of my favorite white people, this is my guy. He sent me a congratulations text, which if you did not send me congratulations on the New York Knicks like I played, I'm taking that just as I did if you didn't send me congratulations on the new home. I just want all of y'all to know that. It's the same thing. He sent me congratulations on the Knickerbockers.
Okay.
Why he called them the Knickerbockers?
I don't. Oh, and you said that he was white?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's the
Because
Knicks.
that's their
They
name.
ain't, I know that's their name, but who has called them the Knickerbockers in 50 years?
Oh, they're really called the Knickerbockers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
that.
why. It's a wild name. Just like the New York Metropolitans.
Isn't
It's
there
like-
a song?
I'm sure there's a couple songs.
Knickerbockers?
I'm sure there is, Nate. I'm sure there is. But why he didn't just say the Knicks like everybody else? Why he had to say anything with Knicker in it? Next week, bitches.
It's a untold chapter for everyone with a story. It's just a lot of gore before you get to the glory. Just to have the thought better than who came before me. Story been different, but now it's a different story. Keep it